My name is Raymond Mowla. I'm a hip hop artist from Saga City, reppin' D.I.P. A couple of years ago, when I first became a Christian, it was the first time that I ever sensed acceptance from God. I had been working religiously to try to find that acceptance both in and out of the mosque, because I grew up as a Muslim, and when I say out of the mosque, then inside my own pursuits of, trying to have a nice car or in possessions or whatever, trying to find it in that, and even acceptance from peers. But 7-8 years ago, when I had this encounter that just changed my whole life, and the main thing that I took away from that was the reality that there is a life that comes after this life, and it's a place that's far greater than anything that we could experience. We get glimpses of it in our time here on earth, like in the love that we get to share with others, and sometimes just the joy in a moment or something like that. But to know that there's a place that embodies it in such a full way that those things are only considered glimpses. And I've loved and I've experienced joys and peace and all those things that we enjoy. But to think that those are only a glimpse, I wake up every day looking forward to a place like that, and to know that what Jesus Christ did, He has received me, has accepted me, and that's the place I'm going to spend eternity with Him. Man, it just makes life worth living. It changed everything for me. Yeah, I think in my pursuit for most of my life, I've been trying to answer that question myself, and just figure out who in the world I am. But I think the biggest transformative thing that helped me to shape that understanding now is understanding whose I am. And this is tied right back into my faith, where once I understood that I was created in the image of God, I started to learn about this God, because if I'm created in His image, then what am I supposed to reflect here on earth? And I saw that He was revealed by all these different names. In one instance, He's a healer. In another instance, He's a provider. In another instance, He's communicated as love, just the very essence and nature of love. And it goes on and on. There's over 250 names and titles and all these things that are revealed in Scripture about God. So I started to see myself as more than one-dimensional. Who am I? Well, I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm an artist, I write songs, I'm a songwriter, but I'm a friend too. And it's okay to be this multi-dimensional being, because I'm modeled after a multi-dimensional being. And so I think that there's no single answer, and every single day I take a step towards expressing something creative or finding out something new about myself, is me growing into that identity of who I actually am and was created to be. For me, those younger years, man, they play such a huge role, both in the hunger that I remember, in the thirst for just an unquenchable thirst. That experience of life just left me with an emptiness, kind of not knowing those answers. And now to feel so firmly footed in where I am and how I understand those things, there's nothing that moves me more than to see other people who are struggling to find that identity, to find out who they are or whose they are, to share that with them. And that doesn't always communicate through just my lyrics and my words, but just through the very pursuit of pursuing music, something I never thought I'd be doing like professionally in the way that I'm doing today. And that's just one area. I mean, I've written books and I've expressed myself that way, but it's more about just having not in particular what I wrote or what I'm rapping about, but just the fact that I'm striving to express myself in these different ways, that I'm learning those things about myself. And I see people in that way too, where they have all these gifts and these talents, and they are more than just the things they struggle with or what they feel limited by their circumstance and situation. And so it's a huge aspiration of mine, not only to give opportunity to other artists, and this year was a great example. I had 4 or 5 other artists that I got to work with and put them on the album, and they got an outlet and opportunity to express themselves, but also to see their identity forming through the process as well, because I realized how much of a process that was for me too, and it's ongoing.